Imagine a man so powerful that his name alone could strike fear into entire cities. A man who could vanish into thin air while the world's most elite forces hunted him. A man who built a criminal empire worth billions, not from boardrooms or skyscrapers, but from the shadows of Mexico's mountains and underground tunnels that stretch beneath borders. This is the story of Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, the farmer's son who rose to become the most notorious drug lord of our time. He wasn't just a kingpin, he was a ghost. Twice, he escaped the world's most secure prisons. Twice, he humiliated the governments who swore to stop him. The DEA called him Public Enemy Number One, the first man to hold that title since Al Capone. But behind the myth was a man, ruthless, cunning, and surprisingly charismatic, whose influence reached presidents, police commanders, and even Hollywood celebrities. Tonight, we take you deep into the rise and fall of El Chapo Guzman and uncover the truth about how the world's most wanted man was finally brought to justice. Joaquin Archibaldo Guzman Loera was born on April 4, 1957, in La Tuna, a small village in the municipality of Badiraguato, Sinaloa, Mexico. The region was poor, isolated, and notorious for one thing: growing opium poppies. His father was a subsistence farmer who also dabbled in the opium trade. By the time Joaquin was a teenager, he was already helping tend marijuana and opium fields. Schooling was brief, work was constant. Survival meant learning how to do business in the shadows. Guzman began buying and selling small quantities of marijuana, showing a knack for organization. But in the 1970s, Sinaloa's underworld was shifting. The Colombian cocaine boom was about to change everything. By the 1970s, Guzman started as a driver for Hector El Güero Palma, a rising figure in the Guadalajara cartel led by Miguel Ángel Félix Gallardo, the godfather of Mexico's drug trade. Young and ambitious, Guzman became known for his efficiency and ruthless discipline. He managed drug shipments across the border into Arizona and California, learning routes, contacts, and bribery tactics. After Félix Gallardo's arrest in 1989, the cartel splintered. Guzman took control of the Sinaloa faction. He built not just a smuggling ring, but an empire, moving tons of Colombian cocaine hidden in jalapeno cans, fuel tanks, and commercial planes. He mastered logistics. If a truck was stopped, he had 3 more routes ready. If a shipment was seized, another was already crossing the border. His strategy was simple but effective: expand production, control smuggling routes, and eliminate rivals. By the early 1990s, he was building a billion-dollar empire. His weapon? Ingenious drug tunnels under the US-Mexico border. The DEA had been tracking him since the 1980s. Rumors swirled that Guzman fed them tips about rivals. But what truly set him apart were the tunnels. Under the US-Mexico border, he built sophisticated passageways with lights, ventilation, even rail tracks. A smuggler's dream and a law enforcement nightmare. For law enforcement, it was like chasing a ghost underground. The DEA began calling him the Houdini of Mexico, but his power attracted enemies. In 1993, gunmen ambushed Guzman at the Guadalajara airport in a botched assassination attempt, killing a Catholic cardinal by mistake. The murder shocked Mexico. That same year, Guatemalan authorities arrested him and handed him over to Mexico. Sentenced to 20 years, Guzman was placed in a maximum security prison, but prison walls were never meant to hold him. In 2001, after nearly 8 years behind bars, Guzman escaped. Vanished. The official story? He hid in a laundry cart and was wheeled past dozens of guards. In reality, it was an inside job. Millions of dollars in bribes ensured his freedom. Once out, Guzman would live as a ghost. For the next 13 years, constantly moving, using rural safe houses, and protected by a network of loyal villagers who saw him as a Robin Hood figure. He rebuilt his empire bigger than ever, controlling production from Colombia to the US, Europe, and Asia. The DEA placed a $5 million bounty on his head, but he remained untouchable. In February 2014, Mexican Marines captured Guzman in Mazatlan without firing a single shot. For the government, it was a huge victory, but it wouldn't last. In 2015, Guzman escaped again, this time through a mile-long tunnel dug directly into his prison cell's shower area. The tunnel was complete with electric lighting, ventilation, and a modified motorcycle on rails. It was one of the most daring escapes in modern history. The world watched in disbelief and admiration for the sheer audacity. After his second escape, Guzman became the most wanted man on Earth. By late 2015, Guzman was on the run. His desire to make a movie about his life and his meeting with actor Sean Penn gave authorities the clues they needed. The DEA, Mexican Marines, and intelligence agencies tracked his communications and movements. In January 2016, he was cornered in Los Mochis, Sinaloa, after a bloody firefight. This time, there would be no escape. In 2017, Guzman was extradited to the United States. His trial in New York revealed a staggering scale of corruption, violence, and wealth. Billions of dollars moved through secret bank accounts, bribes to presidents, and the murders of rivals. In 2019, he was sentenced to life in prison plus 30 years. Today, Joaquin El Chapo Guzman is held at the ADX Florence Supermax prison in Colorado, the most secure prison in America. A place designed to ensure he will never escape again. His story is a warning. Empires built on fear eventually collapse, but in Sinaloa, his legend still lives on. In the end, the walls that once protected El Chapo became the walls that confined him. After decades of evading justice, his power finally ran out. No more tunnels, no more bribes, no more vanishing acts. From the dusty streets of Badiraguato to the concrete cell of a U.S. Supermax prison, Joaquin Guzman's journey is a chilling reminder of one truth. No empire, no matter how vast, is untouchable. His story is both a warning and a legend, a testament to how greed, ambition, and violence can build an empire, and how betrayal, persistence, and fate can tear it all down. El Chapo may never walk free again, but the shadow of his legacy still lingers. In the streets, in the tunnels, and in the minds of those who knew him. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the life of the world's most infamous drug lord, don't forget to subscribe, share this video, and join us next time as we uncover more untold stories from the dark side of history.